Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. "20 seconds to go before the start of the Film My Run video 5K, and we've got about 17 runners. Not everyone on video, but we've got quite a few on video. Hello, Jason Mitchell. So we're ready to go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and off you go. Running around the streets of Paris, and we'll see who wins today. I don't think any of the really super fast runners are here today, so there's a chance for somebody else to get the win. So who's gone out fast? Is that Salim? Salim has gone out quick. So there's Salim. Salim is running at 3:44 per kilometre, so he's going for the win today. Welcome along, everybody. This is the video 5K from Film My Run. We're live on the Zwift Run live channel and on the Film My Run Facebook page. You can chat to us if you want on YouTube and Twitch and on Facebook. Blimey, that music's really relaxing and quiet, isn't it? I didn't realise how. Let's go to the next track. Because that's a really quiet song, isn't it? I've got some really kind of relaxing music on. Salim is from France. He is currently first place in the video 5k with a heart rate of 138. OG, do we have OG on video? Yeah, there's quite a few runners here today who've just run with us in Innsbruck about 2 hours ago. So hello to you guys if you're running your second 5k of the evening. So Salim is going for the win. He's in first place. OG from Norway is in second, but I don't think we have him on video. Paul Hayward is in third place. Do we have Paul Hayward on video? So that's Salim on video there. And there's Paul Hayward in third place. Hello, Paul. So Paul is running for the UK and heart rate of 146. Just running down the Champs-Élysées in the early stages of the run. We're only 200 metres in. I'm going to find a way to just put the next music track on because... my buttons aren't working. Hold on. Welcome Kim Salt and Monica. Hello there, guys. Hope you're well. Right. Fingers crossed that's going to be a bit better, that music. Hold on a second. That's quiet as well, isn't it? Let's get a lively track. Oh! What's going on there? Now Zwift has frozen. That's a bit annoying. Right, bear with me a second. I've got more things to sort out now. Apologies. We're looking at Paul Hayward at the moment, and we'll let's go to Clive Finnimore as well. Just while I sort out what's going on with Zwift here, because Zwift seems to have frozen for some reason. Find out why. Right, I've got Zwift back. Yeah, chat isn't zooming across the screen either. Okay, let me sort that out. Right, that should be the chat sorted. There we go. Okay, we're sorted again now. So Paul Hayward is still on screen. Let's move to Clive Finnimore next. Clive Finnimore is in 5th position. Running round the Place de la Concorde. There's Clive in his Run the World's top. It's Tour of Utopia top, I think, isn't it? Oh, I can never remember what top's what these days. There's Clive in his conservatory anyway. That Clive lives in his conservatory these days. He's not allowed in the rest of the house. He just simply sleeps, eats and runs on his treadmill and works on his treadmill as well. Unless he's actually called into the office, which has happened occasionally in the past couple of days. Carol Rushworth. Clive's heart rate is 141. Carol Rushworth is in 6th position. Well done, Carol. Carol is 700 metres in, just rounding the Place de la Concorde to get onto the banks of the River Seine. And Victoria informs me and reminds me that last weekend Carol got a marathon PB, and she's frozen, unfortunately. Why is Carol frozen? Is it our computer that's doing this? So Carol has a heart rate of 149. She's in 6th position, and she has John Hepplewhite right beside her, running along the banks of the River Seine. There's John Hepplewhite. So let's move to John. Carol's marathon PB, by the way, was absolutely fantastic. She was aiming for less than 4 hours 30 minutes, and she got something like 4 hours 15. Now look at that view. Did you see that view there? They were running in the sky for 1 minute. Right, there's John Hepplewhite with his bookshelf behind him, and some medals hanging up there on the side as well. Well done, John. Heart rate of 156, 157, yeah. Amy Green is in 8th position. So, Amy, if you keep this up, it'll be a top 10 finish, Amy. So keep it up and you'll get a top 10 finish today. Amy Green there in her Zwift top. Heart rate of 117. Have you got a heart rate monitor on, Amy? Just nod if you've got a heart rate monitor on. Or is it your wrist? Let's see how long the gap is between her hearing us and responding. She's thumbs up. Does that mean yes, you have got a heart rate monitor on? Is it a chest strap or is it... Yeah, she has got a heart rate monitor on. Okay. So 112 is really low. So that 100 miler has really done her fitness some good, because that is a nice low heart rate at 1 kilometre in. Jason Mitchell is in 9th position. Just giving a thumbs up to Jason. We haven't seen Jason running for a while. Hello, Jason. Jason was with us for almost every single day of the Eddie Izzard Challenge. He's joined us a few times, but I don't remember seeing Jason for a couple of weeks, actually. So it's nice to have Jason back with us. Heart rate of 166. And he's got his Arc of Attrition buckle in the background there, so maybe he'll take that off the wall and show that to us later on. Sebastian Vogt is in 10th place at the moment, so 10th for Sebastian. 1 kilometre in now, Sebastian. And there's Seb. He's got his t-shirt on as well, and he's got the background, the video 5K background. There's conversation going on online between Monica and Kim. Hello, Monica and Kim. And Henrik George, thanks for the company earlier in the Under Armour run. I'm only watching this evening. Have a good run, everyone, says Henrik. Monica has given Carol thumbs up. Kim Salt says, Jason holds on to the treadmill like I have to. I won't tell him that. Don't tell him that, though. Don't tell him you've seen him doing that. Thomas Heldorn. Have we got... is it Thomas or Theo Heldorn? I thought it was Thomas Heldorn. We think we've got Thomas on video. Victoria's just looking for him. We did have him. We're still looking at Sebastian. Still got relaxing music on as well, haven't we? Okay, we seem to have lost Thomas. But he's overtaken Sebastian at the moment. We've got two other runners, Crosin and Mercier. Crosin from the USA and Mercier from Canada, but I don't think we've got them on video, have we? Brian Brady. Oh, I haven't seen him. Oh, yes, I have. There's Brian Brady. Brian Brady's in 3rd. So let's have a look at Brian. I don't know how we managed to miss Brian Brady out earlier. There's Brian. Brian wearing his chest strap. Heart rate monitor on. 150 beats per minute. Hello, Brian. Nice to have you with us. Thanks for running with us. Brian is in 3rd place. So we've got Salim Adrian in 1st. We've got OG. 1.9 kilometres done for OG from Norway in 2nd. And Brady in 3rd from Australia. Heart rate of 151, running at 4:22 per kilometre, just about to hit 2 kilometres into the run. So let's go and have a look at our leader, Salim Adrian. Runs regularly with us, often joins my runs. So there he is, overhead view of Salim. Currently in the lead with his he's got the same cap as me, his Zwift cap. Monica wants to know when she can get hold of an anti-gravity treadmill. Aren't they quite expensive, Monica? Rob Harrison says, I've started to listen to one of the tracks you played in a recent film by Chicane. Oh, yes. Now, what's that track called? I can't remember what it's called now, but yeah, I do. I mean, obviously, the songs, the tunes that I pick for my my film, my run videos, I obviously like them. I wouldn't choose them if I didn't like them. But this set of tunes, I can't remember ever downloading any of these. They're all very weird. I think I just downloaded a load of random stuff for the 100 miler. I think that's what it was. Oh yeah. Salim has a keyboard, not as in a computer keyboard, but a music keyboard in his house, and we were always wondering who is the musician in Salim's house. Right, let's go back to third place again. So we haven't got second place. So second place is OG from Norway. So it's France, Norway, and Australia in 1, 2, and 3. So where are the Brits? We've got loads of Brits. We need some to challenge here. OG is in second, and Brady is in third. Brady is 4 seconds ahead of Paul Hayward. So Paul Hayward needs to make some kind of... Okay, Salim says, my son is a musician. So there we are. So Salim's son is the musician. Paul Hayward, let's go to Paul Hayward in fourth place. So Paul Hayward is running along the Rue de Rivoli with the garden, the Tuileries on the left-hand side, and the shops on the right, although it's the other way around now. There we go, back to normal. Just approaching Place de la Concorde, 2.5 kilometres in. We are halfway into the race for Paul Hayward and Brady. Salim Adrian is coming up to 3 kilometres, so he's only got 2 to go. And Paul Hayward is 5 seconds behind Brady. So if we want to get a Brit in the top 3, Paul Hayward is our only hope at the moment, because Clive Finnemore is about 50 seconds behind that. Carol says the music is shocking. Yeah, right, I apologise for this. I don't know why I've got all this weird music. Right, I am going to change it now. I'm going to change it because I don't want anybody saying that the music is terrible. I think it was the ones I chose for the 100 miler that were really quiet in the background. Bear with me and I'll find the proper music. Because we can't have this, can we? At least for the rest of the half of the rest of the run. We can't have this music going on. It's weird. It's too weird. Right, add that. Open that. Right, let's go back. Let's go down to the bottom. There we go. We've got the normal music back now. Poppy Holler, yes, Rob, that's it. I do like that tune. Okay, Clive Finnemore. Clive is in 5th position, but he's about a minute behind Paul Hayward, so he's not going to challenge for first, second or third. So we need to get Paul to do that. So Paul, we're relying on you to push the pace and try and catch up with Brady. Clive Finnemore, heart rate of 150, is at 2.6 kilometres in, rounding the Place de la Concorde, and he'll be heading back up the Champs-Élysées any minute now. Into 6th position for John Heppelwhite, 2.6 kilometres in as well. He is 10 seconds behind Clive. 165 though, so John is working quite hard. Nice clear picture for John there. John in 6th position. Right, back to Carol. Carol's running at 12 kilometres per hour. 5 minutes per kilometre. She's 2.6 kilometres into the run. 7th position. So if Carol can hold on, she's going to stay. She's going to get a top 10 finish. And she's only 8 seconds behind John Heppelwhite. So if she can push it, she can catch John and try and jump up a place as well. So keep going, Carol. Keep pushing it. Thomas held on in 8th position. And then Amy Green in 9th position. So we want Amy to try and hold on to a top 10 as well. So let's get the girls up there. Carol and Amy doing really well in the top 10. Amy being chased by Jason Mitchell, who's 13 seconds behind you, Amy. So keep it going. Jason Mitchell, 2.6 kilometres in as well. 13 seconds behind Amy, but a heart rate of 172. So Jason is working hard here. Sebastian Vogt is some 35 seconds behind Jason. 2.5 kilometres in now for Sebastian. Heart rate of 169, cadence of 153. So lolling along as Sebastian does. His long stride length, which equals a slow cadence. If it works for him, it works. So well done to Sebastian. Right, let's go back up to the front again. Salim is still in the lead, and he's not going to be beaten now. Salim is going to win this. He's 1 minute 50 seconds ahead of OG from Norway. So Salim from France, we're going to have France in first, OG from Norway in second, and Australia third. That's the way it's looking at the moment, unless Paul Hayward can change it. Salim, heart rate of 160, 159, cadence of 183, so a pretty standard cadence, normal cadence, what you would expect for this kind of pace, this kind of speed. You would expect a cadence of around about that for an average sized person. 185 steps per minute, heart rate of 159. And 800 meters to go. So let's just quickly nip back again to Brady. So Brady is about 1.4 kilometers from the finish. 174 steps per minute. So slightly slower cadence. And you can see that when you look at him running. Slightly slower cadence. Heart rate lower as well, though. 156. Only a little bit lower, though. He's still working hard. Yeah, Victoria's just saying about cadence and your avatar. I was under the impression, and I'm sure it did used to match. So if your cadence is 170, your avatar's running cadence would be 170. But I actually don't think it does that. Whether it ever used to or not, it certainly doesn't do it these days. I don't think your cadence, the cadence of your avatar, matches your real cadence. I don't think it does. So there's Brady from Australia. Heart rate of 155 in third position. 500 metres for Salim. Let's just quickly nip to Paul Hayward. Paul Hayward is not gaining. Paul is in fourth position. He's losing a bit of time on Brady. And it looks like Paul is settling for fourth place. But that's a good effort from Paul Hayward. I'm sure that's probably Paul's highest finish in the video 5K. If he maintains it, which I'm sure he will. So let's go up to Salim and watch Salim finish. 300 metres to go for Salim. Rob Harrison says, come on, Carol, I know you can go at 13 kilometres an hour. Tina Beard says, that's better. Carol, that's better with the music. Dan Mapp says, well done all. Always a great Friday watch. Dan, I've sent you a message. Can you reply to it, please? Very important message. Don't miss it. Go to your messenger, please, and have a look at that. Thank you very much, Dan. Excuse me for personal messages on the Film My Run 500. And Salim has 100 metres to go. And he's going to win the video 5K by about 2 minutes. In 18 minutes, 15 seconds probably. Let's have a look. Yes, 18 minutes, 15 seconds for Salim. Well done. Great run, Salim. Good form. And Salim has won the video 5K in 18 minutes, 15 seconds. Fantastic running, Salim. Well done. Good job. So Brady. So OG is going to come in second. OG will be 44 seconds behind, 44 seconds ahead of Brady. But still about 600 metres to go before OG gets to the finish. So let's go back a bit further. Clive Finnimore. Clive Finnimore is in fifth position. Well done, Salim. Salim's wrapping a towel around himself. This is Clive Finnimore running probably his fifth or sixth race of the day on Zwift. And looking good on it, looking very relaxed and comfortable. Heart rate of 153. I think we're letting people who ran the earlier Innsbruck run, 5K Innsbruck Under Armour Run the Worlds event, anyone who ran that, we let them off from racing tonight because it was only an hour or two ago, so they don't have to push it tonight. And Clive is one of those. Clive's got 1 kilometre left to do and is comfortable in fifth position. Well, I say comfortable. John Hepplewhite is not far behind, 12 seconds. So here's John Hepplewhite, heart rate of 170, so he's working hard. Is he trying to catch Clive Finnimore? That's the question. Is there going to be any kind of a race go on for fifth and sixth position? And Carol Rushworth is not far behind. Carol used Innsbruck as a warm-up, so Carol look, Carol's going quicker than John Hepplewhite. So Carol is trying to make up the ground on John. So we've got a three-way run here. John Hepplewhite could try and catch Clive Finnimore, and Carol Rushworth can try and catch John Hepplewhite. So fingers crossed, we might have a little bit of a finish going on at the end of this run, with Carol trying to catch up to John, although I don't think John's now sped up, and I don't think John's happy about this. So John Hepplewhite has sped up to try and make sure Carol is, he doesn't want to get chicked, to try and make sure Carol stays her distance. Right, OG is just about to cross the finish line, so we haven't got him on video, but well done to OG. Video please next time, OG. So he's just finishing, and Brady will be about 50 seconds behind. So OG has finished in second place for Norway. Australia are going to make it in third place as well. So there is Brady. 4.8 kilometres, 300 metres to go. Kim Salt says, go Carol. We'll stay with Brady to the finish. Only about 130 metres to run. Heart rate of 157, so he's working relatively hard to get this third place, but he knows he's got it in the bag. He's 28 seconds ahead of Paul Hayward, so no need to go balls breaking, balls out. 4.9, 30 metres, 20 metres, 10 metres to go, and there we are. He's finished fourth place, third place for Brady. Well done to Brady, good job buddy. And Paul Hayward is just coming in to finish as well. 200 metres to go for Paul Hayward. 100 metres to go now for Paul Hayward. Heart rate of 156 as well. He is comfortable in fourth place, no need to panic. Looks like he's breathing though, he's working. Well done Paul, great job buddy. Just coming into the finish, 40 metres to go. Cadence of 169, 170, well done Paul. Fourth place for Paul. I don't know if that's your highest finish, Paul, but that's 5k done. Well done. Clive Finnimore has 400 metres left to do. 300 metres left to do. And he's running at 12.9, 13 kilometres per hour now for Clive Finnimore. Trying to hold off John Hepplewhite. John Hepplewhite is 9 seconds behind and catching. 8 seconds behind. So John Hepplewhite is trying to catch Clive Finnimore. He's hungry for it, he's going for it, and he wants it. And he is not far behind. John Hepplewhite is trying to catch. He's 7 seconds behind. I don't think he's quite got time to do it. He's really giving it a go. He's only 6 seconds behind, but he's only got less than 200 metres to do. 150 metres to catch him. He's really pushing it now. He's 5 seconds behind. He's not going to do it. It's such a shame, but he's not quite going to do it. Clive Finnimore is about to cross the line. Let's just see Clive cross the line. Clive's going to get over the line in 23 minutes, 24 minutes, 96, 97, 30 metres to go. So Clive's going to do it in pretty much 24 minutes. Well done, Clive. And John Hepplewhite is right behind, and he's going to do in 24 minutes as well. Well done, John Hepplewhite. Carol Rushworth is next in, chasing Thomas Heldorn. Thomas Heldorn's just pipped her at the post for 7th place rather. Carol has 100 metres left. No, she hasn't, she's finished. Not 100 metres at all. Amy Green is right behind. Well done, Carol, great job, great work. Amy Green has 300 metres to go. For 9th position, if she maintains, she will stay in 9th. Jason Mitchell is some 28 seconds behind. Unless Jason makes a break for it, he is not going to catch Amy Green. Great race there, though, between John Hepplewhite and Clive Finnimore. John Hepplewhite made a real go of it, trying to catch at the end. Carol made a real effort to try and catch John as well, but I think tired herself out and was just hipped to the line by Thomas Heldorn. Tina Beard says, well done, Carol, great job. Mo Magic says, chapeau to all. Tina Beard, good run, Paul. Kim Salt, go, Carol. Amy Green, 200 metres to go. Heart rate of 167, so she's made a good effort there. She's stayed in the top 10. She's made it to the top 10 of the Film My Run Video 5K. I think this is going to be your first top 10 finish, Amy. Great running. Fantastic. In a time of 25 minutes and 30 seconds so far. 50 metres to go, so it's going to be 26 minutes for Amy Green. Here we go, nearly finished. 25 minutes and 50 seconds. 25:50 for Amy Green. Fantastic job, well done, Amy. Good running, and she looks puffed out there. Good effort, Amy, well done. Jason Mitchell is coming up to the finish line with less than 100 metres to go. 80 metres left. Kim Salt says, great job, Amy. There's Jason with his towel hanging over the edge of his treadmill. Tina Beard, applause to Amy. Well done, Amy. Heart rate of 181 for Jason. Jason has worked hard. Jason has worked very hard. And he has finished in the top 10 as well. Well done, Jason. And Sebastian will be the last of our video runners to finish. Mercer and Crosin are also in the race, but they don't have video, so we won't focus on them. 11th place for Sebastian. Nice and comfortable. Victory sign for Sebastian. John Hepplewhite says, well done, everyone. And Sebastian has 200 metres to go. Right, if anyone's got medals they want to show us, you can show us your medals. Anything you like. We've got a select few today, so just be a short one. And then we can all go and relax on Friday evening and have a glass of wine, a cup of coffee, sit and watch something on Netflix. We're currently enjoying The Good Place on Netflix, which is a nice series that we're watching, enjoyable, with the kids. Sebastian is nearly done. He has got 50 metres left. He's going to finish in 28 minutes. Okay, so John Farrell says, good work, everyone. Tina Beard says, nice one, Jason. Tracy Watkiss, hello, Tracy. Tracy said, good job, Amy. Steve Milne says, well done, everyone. Steve Milne is a happy boy today because he has finally got his treadmill. And Sebastian has finished in 27 minutes and 50 seconds. Well done, Seb. Absolutely fantastic. Good job, buddy. Fantastic. Right, let's have a look at what people are showing us then. So that is the Edinburgh is that the half or the marathon? It's the marathon. So the 2012 Edinburgh Marathon. A brilliant medal. And I've got a little story about the Edinburgh Marathon medal. I was stopped at airport security once because they thought I had a knife in my bag. And they searched my bag, and at the bottom of my bag they found the Edinburgh Marathon. It was a half marathon medal. Show us the medal again, Carol, because it looks like it's a dagger. It's in the shape of a dagger. First marathon for Carol, that was. So that was Carol Rush was his first marathon, was the Edinburgh the Edinburgh Marathon, which actually doesn't go in Edinburgh. It starts in Edinburgh, but then it goes out along the coast and out of Edinburgh. Most of the marathon is not in Edinburgh. So well done, Carol. Fantastic. Oh, that's a rounded end. Right, my half marathon one is a very pointy one, isn't it? Okay, who have we got? Thanks, Carol. Brilliant. Okay, Amy next, is it? Let's have a look at what we've got. Right, Amy's showing us. So, can we see that close up? Hang on a second. Let me have a look. Wrong keyboard. Can you read that? I can't read it. Amy. Hang on. Oh, Silverstone. Okay, Silverstone Marathon. Half marathon, yes. I like that colourful one, Amy. The one behind that. That's nice. You'll have to tell us what they are on text, Amy, because I can't quite see. I think one was the Silverstone half marathon. That's got 5 different symbols on it, so it must be special for something. 5 hours. 5H it says on it. She'll have to tell us. She'll have to tell us on text. Tell us on text, Amy, later. Who did you say? Salim? So Salim is our winner today. Hold it up, Salim. Let's have a look. Valencia Marathon. Oh, I'd love to do Valencia Marathon. So Valencia Marathon is the one that finishes on the front with like water either side of it. So you're running. And Paris 2019. We've got one of those, Salim. Both of us have got a 2019 Paris Marathon medal. But yeah, I'd love to do Valencia because the finish is through water on either side of you. It's a really good-looking finish. So Salim, the winner of our video 5K today, thank you for showing us your Paris Marathon medal and your Valencia Marathon medal. Thank you, buddy. Who have we got next? Jason Mitchell. Right, this is Jason's Arc of Attrition buckle. And what's the medal? It says #RunBB, is it? Okay, so the 178 is Jason's number for the Arc of Attrition, which, if you don't know, is a 100-mile race. A 100-mile race around Cornwall. And the RunBB medal is Bristol and Bath. Do you run between Bristol and Bath then, Jason? Jason's got a silver buckle for the Arc of Attrition, which means he finished before the cut-off, before 36 hours, but just after 30 hours. So just over 30 hours it took for Jason to do the Arc of Attrition. Bristol and Bath Marathon. So whether you run between Bristol and Bath in that marathon, I don't know. But that's one of Jason's favourite medals, Bristol Bath Marathon. Thank you, Jason. Fantastic. We've got Sebastian showing us something as well. Okay, let's have a look at this from Sebastian. That looks like one of those adventure races, Seb. So he's got a photograph of himself, and he looks like he's half deep in mud. Is that right? Something challenge, cross challenge or something, it says. Yeah, okay, nice one. Thank you very much, Seb. Take care, buddy. Thanks for joining us today. Paul Doyle says they don't run the Bristol to Bath Marathon anymore. Thank you, Seb. Right, John Hepplewhite is next, is he? What is that one? John, can you hold it any closer to the camera? Because I can't read what's on that. The Sheriff, is that the Sheriff? Paul Doyle says he would have loved to have run the Bristol to Bath Marathon. John, you'll have to tell us what it is on Messenger. Tell us what it is on Messenger. One day I will get sound so that we can hear you talking to us. But thank you very much, John Hepplewhite. That's brilliant. And Clive Finnimore has a selection of medals. Thank you, John. Good work. Well done to everybody who ran today, by the way. And we're just going to finish up with... Is Clive the last one? Okay, so we've got the Lou 10 miler, Hillish and Hellish. We've got a finisher of the Plymouth Marathon, is that? Plymouth Half Marathon. And we've got another Lou 10 miler medal there. So Plymouth Half Marathon is a nice medal. I like that. The Hillish and Hellish is a nice medal as well. And Land's End to John O'Groats. Land's End to John O'Groats. Is that virtual or real? I think you did it virtually, didn't you? The Saints Way Challenge 2020. And is that a London Marathon medal? What's that? London 20? That's not. What's that? Monopoly board. London 26 miles. We've got the virtual London Marathon medal. Yeah. What a fascinating collection. Another 10k race there. Yeah, that Land's End to John O'Groats, that's virtual, I assume. And the Monopoly one, I'm very interested in the Monopoly one. Aha, make humanity great again. Nice one. Okay, Paul Hayward's got something to show us, and then we'll leave it there. And what's that that's just clicked up on the bottom of the screen? Right, Run Bristol Half Marathon. Thank you, Paul. So Paul's holding up his Bristol Half Marathon medal. That's a nice shiny one, that one, isn't it? Very nice. Lovely. And he's got another one there, I think. Spice Girls Virtual 5K. One of Amy's medals was the Spice Girls Virtual 5K. That's mad. Who'd ever thought that the Spice Girls would do a virtual 5K? Yeah. Okay, Bristol out and back and then to Bath. So that Bristol Marathon, Bath-Bristol Marathon, which doesn't run anymore. Bristol out and back and then to Bath. Interesting. Theo Heldorn says he apologises he couldn't get Zoom working in time. Thank you very much, everybody, for showing us your medals. That was really nice. We'll do a bit more advertising next week to try and get a few more people onto the Video 5K. But we had a nice group today, 17 runners. Thank you very much. Worked hard and a good win for Salim Adrian. Well done, Salim. Brilliant job. There he is. So there's our winner. We'll leave you with our winner. Thank you very much for joining, everybody. We will see you for the next Video 5K next Friday. Tell your friends about it if anybody else wants to join. And we will put a message up on Facebook asking if people want to join as well. Kim Salt says nice medals. Forest, excellent medals. Now stop running, says Carol. Forest is Carol's name for Clive Finnimore. And we'll see you tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? Saturday. So we'll run something tomorrow, but I don't know what yet. I haven't decided. So we'll take care, and we will see you at some point for something tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.